I have a candle burning in the background. I don't know if you can see it, but does that make me an official YouTuber now? Is it like official? Don't you like have to have a candle to be a YouTuber? Back at it again with the kids screaming in the background. What's up, guys? It's Court. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a quick little review and demonstration for you guys. I really wanted to try out the Silisponge for my first time on camera. This is from Molly Cosmetics. Before we get into it, I want to tell you about my customer service experience really quickly. I ordered this in the beginning of January. It took almost 2.5 months to get to me. I paid an extra $5 for tracking, which I never received. And eventually they just refunded my $5 for my tracking. I didn't want my $5. I wanted my fucking tracking because I wanted to know where my shit was. So after all that was said and done, I was over it. It was whatever. I found out that it was sent registered mail. What that means for me is that I have to pack both my kids up in the car and go all the way to the post office to pick the package up that was supposed to have tracking, didn't, and then got sent to the post office instead of my house when I gave them my home address. Like, it was my home address that was on there. It wasn't my P.O. box. It should have come to my home. I personally had a terrible experience. If you guys had a good experience with them, leave it down in the comments. And I wanted to share that with you guys just so you're aware of it. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to apply foundation on one side of my face with the Silisponge and then on the other side of my face with my Beauty Blender. I don't think anything blends out foundation as well as a makeup sponge does. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be the Beauty Blender. So many companies out there make amazing sponges nowadays. You don't have to spend $20 on a Beauty Blender to get a good sponge. This is obviously going to be a little bit more hygienic, easier to clean, but I feel like all it's going to do is push product around. I do like the way that it feels in my hand. It's very soft and squishy. It kind of reminds me of like a little butt cheek implant. But anyway, if you want to see me compare the two, keep your cute little ass right where it's at. So I'm already hydrated, and look, Snapchat family, I use that Dove shampoo. Can we talk about my hair right now? Come on, commercial hair. It's so soft and shiny, and I only used it one time. It's a dandruff shampoo for those of you who don't follow me on Snapchat. But anyway, I am already moisturized. I use my Murad vitamin C moisturizer, my holy grail, and I also applied my Becca backlighting primer, which is another holy grail. And I'm going to be using one of my favorite foundations, the Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 201. You have to shake it up pretty good or else it gets these little white dots in it. I think it's from the SPF. I think I'm going to do the Beauty Blender side first. So, all right, so we're going to take a couple drops of this. Shouldn't need too much because I'm only doing half my face. See how flawless that is already? Like, a Beauty Blender just makes it impossible to not have beautifully blended makeup. Like, it does all the work for you. It's so, I don't know, you guys. I might already be a little biased because I just love my beauty sponges so damn much. I don't normally put foundation on or around my eyes, but for the purpose of the video and not looking crazy, I'm just going to go ahead and put a light layer. When we bring it in for the real thing at the end so you guys can see the difference, you're going to have to please excuse the dryness on my nose as well as my under eye. Okay, so there we go. That's half with the Beauty Blender and half with nothing. Boop. I look crazy right now. Oh, I'm kind of excited because I've never used it before. Apparently, you're not going to need nearly as much foundation as you would normally use. So I'm just going to go ahead and put like a little dab will do ya. Let's come in a little closer. Okay, let's see. Oh, what is that all over my face right there? Okay, so far I feel like it's stupid and I hate it. But we're going to give it a fair shot. You can't really dab with it, and that's what I want to do when I have it in my hand. I want to dab with it. So I guess you just got to kind of rub. I mean, what the fuck? Who tested this thing and said, okay, this is great, let's put it on the market? Okay, so it's really hard to get foundation onto your ears. The Beauty Blender kind of like hugs the curves of your ear, and this just doesn't. So it doesn't really do much at all. This is weird because it keeps like, am I using this incorrectly, you guys? Am I using the wrong side? Maybe I'm using the wrong side. Let's flip it over. It doesn't really work on my nose at all. It just kind of lifts up and puts back down the same product. Do I like swirl it and like buff it in? Yeah, because that looks really good. You guys, leave me comments down below if you have this or you have something like this. How do you guys use it? Because I've watched multiple videos and I've seen different people do it different ways, and I don't know. What is that? Like, what is that? Don't get me wrong, I haven't tried anything else from Molly Cosmetics, so maybe they have great other stuff. I mean, I guess it's not too bad on my cheek area. It's not very easy to get up in your hairline with the Beauty Blender. You can kind of take it and like roll it back into your hair, and it doesn't like show foundation in your hair. But with this, I feel like I'm just kind of pushing foundation into my hair. It just looks like it's sitting on top of my skin. Alright guys, so there you go. There's a little comparison between the Beauty Blender and the Silisponge. This is a huge pass for me. I would say skip any of the dupes that are out there. Skip this one. Just stick with a beauty sponge, or if you're a brush kind of girl, stick with your brushes. This, for me, was an absolute fucking fail. I don't know, this was just a super random video I thought I'd share with you guys, give you my opinion and my first impression, and my first impression is save your money and get yourself a beauty sponge. I love you guys so damn much. Please subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.